Death into dawn. Carly Senna seems determined not to let the disappointment of Charlene's rejection distract her from the task at hand. While Charlene's stance is indeed disappointing, we cannot allow ourselves to be distracted from the challenge before us. There is much and more to be done. I shall begin by sharing the form's response with my counterparts in the Alliance. Meanwhile, I'd ask that the scions... Grave tidings, walking ones! Grave tidings! Calm yourself, my gentle friend. What has occurred? These ones who went to see feathered ones sent terrible news. Destroying ones have appeared in Zelvatol. Destroying ones and captured ones, and even frightfully godly ones. Feathered ones didn't stand a chance and were sent flapping and squawking. When did this happen? Is it too late to help them? Too late, yes, much too late. But luckily, destroying ones were only passing through and continued on west. Feathered ones who did not fight were left unharmed. West? That would be Kurthus. Oh, it's not the Lancers. My lady, the Ishgardians report that the Telothroi have emerged from the eastern highlands of Kurthus and are marching at speed. Though their purpose is yet to be determined, the Cartano Flats would seem their most likely destination. Lord Emmerich has already dispatched his forces and requests our immediate support. Tell him he shall have it. The time has come for the Grand Company of Eorzea to prove its worth. Big battle, I guess. Well, mayhap it is a mercy that we do not have time to stew upon our misfortunes. Come, my friends, let us make haste to Cartano. Nod. Oh, wait, this one almost forgot. Destroying ones were said to be led by cackling robed one. This one must see that all walking ones know. Farewell. So that would be Van Daniel, I guess. Van Daniel? Who else? It was only a matter of time before that grinning maniac showed himself again. I shall have an airship ready to bear you to Cartano. Pray see to your preparations and report to the landing with all haste. Nod. At once, my lady. Let us away. Nod, 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 nod. Nod. Bow. And we shall slowly walk. Okay. Speak with Alfie, yes? Outside the Carlian canopy. Fordola! Come on, this'll only take a moment, all right. Demajen, it would seem Fordola here has come all the way to Gridania to find us. I've explained the situation, but she insists her business is urgent. Aye, and I'll be over soon if you shut up and come with me. Oh. What goeth on? Cutscene goeth on. Arenvald? Arenvald! In a wheelchair. Or on a bench. He's in a state by the look of him.
Arenvald! I can't tell you how good it is to see you.
Does he remember us? Can he speak?
It arrived a lot sooner than expected, eh?
Oh, it does
Dare
remember.
I crane my neck up at you?
Is he
Only
paralysed?
because you're sitting down. Unless...
Afraid so. The chirurgeons say I may never walk again.
Shit. Somebody's had to model a plaster cast. Wow, he must have really got battered. It can't just be a broken leg, though.
Come on, Alphinaud, it could be worse. Besides, I didn't come here to dampen the mood. Quite the opposite. All I've ever wanted was to fight for a cause I believe in.
Oh, this is his report.
But my fighting days are over. So I want you to fight in my stead. Be the hero I can't.
But he's rubbish. I'm very harsh on Alphinaud.
I am no hero.
It's true.
That's what they all say, though. No one ever calls themselves a hero. Even the ones who eat primals for breakfast.
Not me.
It's for others to decide.
It's true. Nod.
Look, Alphinaud, you already are a hero. To me and countless others.
Countless because there aren't any more
We
to count.
see you doing your damnedest to protect us all. And you're not alone, are you? There are people who believe in you, just as you believe in them.
Believe might be a strong... Well, I've got to stop being so harsh on Alphinaud. He really has developed as a character. He's had good character development and writing in his arc. Some things may have changed, but the adventure isn't over yet. Love this piece of music. Sad.
I know what's at stake, and how many people are depending on you. But I believe in you. Believe that you'll see it through.
A little bit of hope.
That's why I'm entrusting my dreams to you. Like Albert and Owley once entrusted their dreams to me.
There was a time when I would have borne the weight of such expectations without a second thought.
But he has grown.
But now, I know just how heavy that burden can be.
In other words, you've
To
grown
tell
up
the
a bit.
truth, I'm beginning to wonder if I chose the right path. Sacrifices
He's
will
having his
inevitably
moments
be
of
made
doubt
for the
again.
sake of the ideals I uphold. Maybe I am not the person I thought I was. The person you
He's
think I
had
am.
this existential crisis before. At the end of
I
ARR.
wouldn't presume to tell you. But I will say this.
Mind you, it doesn't help that he's just been disowned by his dad.
In spite of everything, you've come this far. The road ahead might not always be clear, but you've never been one to give up or take the easy way out.
Even with swimming.
And everything you do for others. For a brighter future. I'm proud to call you my friend.
Oh,
Well, I've said my piece, so I'll let you go.
a sprinkle. It's just
I know
sort
you've
of
got more
feelings.
important things to be doing. Just give what I've said some thought, all right?
That's the second time that animation has been used in the last 20 minutes.
I shall, my friend. And we will meet again soon, I promise.
Nod. Man, he must have really taken a battering.
Nothing left for me to do but wave and smile.
You've got a pretty narrow view of what it means to be a hero. Do you know that?
Being told off by Fordola.
You think they're all forged in the fires of battle? That it's all about being brave and killing villains?
I love how venomous and sardonic Fordola is. It's really helped by the voice actor as well.
Alphinaud and the others will carry on their fight. But theirs isn't the only one. There are other ways you can make a difference.
Are they pairing these two up? 'Cause
If
I'm
you
for
stop
that.
feeling sorry for yourself and put your bloody mind to it.
I mean, they've saved each other's life, what, twice now?
There's not much chance of me living the quiet life with you around, is there?
If you're content to twiddle your thumbs thinking of what might have been, that's your lookout. But I reckon you've got some fight left in you.
Yeah. Little seeds
And
here.
I reckon you might be right. If there's a way I can still help my friends, I'll bloody well find it.
Even if not, they've got a good banter and friendship burgeoning here. Comrades in arms, forged in the fires, protecting each other's backs. Nice. Nice. And again, adds an extra little layer. Oh. Oh. After Pagalthan, I'd assumed that Telofroy would continue to target settlements, but it's plain they consider Zelphatol a mere obstacle on the road to Cartano. What then draws them to the flats? We must keep a close eye on their movements. I rather doubt that Fordola obtained the Chirurgeon's permission before bringing Arenvold halfway across the realm. Solely to deliver a message at that. They should both have known better. What's done is done, and I will not soon forget his words. Ali? You can tell me later what all that was about, but judging by the set of Alphinaud's jaw, it appears to have done him some good. Thancred and the others have already left the Rising Stones, and according to the communications officer, Amaldron Kobold forces are already also bound for Cardinal as we speak. They mean to keep the promise they made in Alamigo, and we must do the same by saving as many of their tempered kin as possible. Anyway, the airship is ready to depart. We should get going. Upon joining the battle at Cardinal, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to participate in the battle and view these scenes in their entirety. Your progress through the battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you'll be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. Interesting. So this is going to be a fair chunk of stuff, I think. Some interesting stuff there. Daddy Levier disowning the kids is one. Arenvold basically being paralysed from, I guess, the waist down, or certainly not walking again for some reason, is an interesting one. As is, to an extent, Alphinaud's second existential crisis, like the relationship being built up between Arenvold and Fordola. I think that's a nice little thing to think of. Yeah. Duty calls. We have a battle for Death Unto Dawn, a multi-part battle with save points in it. This is the final quest of the patch, and there's going to be cutscenes and stuff, so I guess it's going to be a biggie. Let's find out how big. I'm guessing probably an hour, I think. Maybe not just the fight, but cutscenes worth an hour. It's, you know, it's finishing off the expansion, or setting up for the next one, rather. And I assume they've pulled out the stops, budget-wise, as they often do.
My fellow Scions, as I am sure you will have heard, we can expect no help from Charlian, nor are we any closer to discerning the Teloforoy's grand design.
Indeed.
And now, our adversary moves against us in unprecedented numbers, compelling us to answer in kind. The outlook,
Good inspirational
in short,
speech, Alphinaud.
is bleak. Yet though our foes are many, and we but few, we may still tip the balance in Eorzea's favor.
May?
Of course. We will do what we always do. Deal with the ones our allies can't. A less than daunting prospect, judging by your expression. Could it be that you've dispelled your lingering doubts, Alphinaud?
Oh, I doubt I ever will. But as my friends have kindly reminded me, I have come this far, and that must count for something.
Please, set us up for an Alphinaud death.
Good Alphinaud. That's what we've been trying to tell you all along.
For one so bright, you can be remarkably dim at times. There is such a thing as overthinking, you know.
I think only
Might I
Estin can
suggest
get
that
away
we
with that.
continue this conversation after the battle? It would appear that Telophoroi have already arrived.
Oh, good times.
I'll do what I can to cure the Tempered, but they'll have to be incapacitated first.
Have care, my friends, for none can say wherefore our foe did choose this fateful field to be our battleground.
Budget
Whatever
restraints?
may transpire, pray grant him not the pleasure of deterring you.
This is where Bahamut first appeared. This is where Dalamud fell. So potentially Van Daniel wants to link into that. Because there's going to be fragments of Dalamud all over the place. I'm not sure, but there's got to be some reason. Maybe it's a site of some significance from before. Duty commenced. Listen well, friends. The Telophoroi are sweeping across Cartnau. As for the Asian, he was briefly sighted above the battlefield, but has since vanished. He likely intends to watch from the air. This far... Oh, this is here. This far, the movements of our lunar primals proved difficult to predict. Even with poised to ambush our troops, I can't read that fast. Whatever the Telophoroi's plan might be, the primals are our primary targets. I really wish it had little pictures, portraits of them next to the names. Understood. They will not elude the signs for long. Defeats the Telophoroi.
yourself!
Let's give it our all.
Let's give it our all. I'll tank these guys. Because I'm a tank, and that's what I do. Frey! Come to join the... Frey. That's never going to get old. Where's our DPS? Oh god, there's loads of them. Let us divide our forces that we may locate the primals more swiftly. Okay, you do that. I'll just kill all these guys. Oh, didn't you just land on them? This way. Oh, yes. I was heading to the left, but it's actually the right because we're facing south. I do not see any primals. Well done, Alphinaud. Something's not right. Oh, the cutscene. Where's my sword? Have I turned it off? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. As the signs spread out across the field, Ali Bey and Graha take the fight to Telophoroi. Role-playing time? Role-playing time? Okay then. I am Ali Bey. Right. Let's switch that over to there. So we've got the flare combo, Scorch combo. Right, so that's AoE, that's Flesh, that's Contrasixed, and we've got the Cure if we need be. Okay. So let's do that. Let's do that. And that's... Is Alisei going to follow the normal rules for when you do the melee stuff with Red Mage? I'm assuming not.
Allow me.
Tank Graha! Ooh! Ah, that's cool. Is that going to be a Red Mage move for the expansion? I assume.
Just the beginning.
Right behind you.
Nice. Uh-oh. Oh dear. I can kill myself, can't I? Am I supposed to be curing Graho as well? I don't know what that indicator is. Oh, it's that one. Graho, do you want to move? No? Oh dear. Can I Oh, it's dead. I can cure him. Excellent. Let's take this opportunity to cure the tempered. I am Ali. Send Ali. Okay. Angelo. Ooh, yes, we're giving up our ether. It's like an actual scenario. This is cool. Uh-oh. Oh, hi. Oh, Van Daniel. And... he's going to drop a primal into the middle of us. Or something else. Do you see that? No, not yet. The glyph, yes. How worried should we be? Uh-oh. Listen well and judge for yourself. Though I can see ethereal currents, I had not thoroughly examined those that flow through the heart of Cartano. Now that I'm here, things have become clear. The flats conceal an etheric confluence, like to the pillars of the Azim Steppe, but greater in scale. Oh shit, far greater. So it's basically a massive convergence of ley lines. Ooh. Glyphs that Van Daniel has conjured reach into its very midst. And I believe I know their purpose. Should the lunar primals destroy them, it would spark a chain reaction with the potential to obliterate the confluence entirely. The resultant disruption to the flow of ether would sow chaos among the elements, prompting earthquakes, floods, and tempests large enough to lay waste to the realm. Uh-oh. That he would go so far cometh as little surprise. We must needs protect the confluence at all costs. Time for some more roleplay. I will roleplay with Ishtal. Oh! In the coming battle, you'll fight as the most boring of the 3 characters. Is that Odin? So the time has come to put my blade against blah, blah, blah. Right, what do we have? Malefic, Lord of Crowns combo, the Scroll combo, Benefic, Aspected Helios, Fixed Sign. Do, 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 do. I guess I'm pulling? Yeah. I am not a big fan of what does this do? Oh dear.
I shall protect thee.
Ow. Okay. I tell you what, let's get this on. Oh shit, I'm stood on something. And I had not noticed. Oh, we probably need to heal the confluence, don't we? That's a thing. Ein Herr. I've got no M. Oh no, I do have an MP limit. I've just realised at the bottom. Probably watch out for that.
Away with you!
There we go.
The best defense is a good defense.
Limit breaked. Breaked. Broken. Punch first, ask questions later, says Lise. I wonder, actually, if this role-playing as Urianger is going to offer any insights into what playing Astrologian might be like. This is going to be the center. I wish I had these guys on my party list. I also really like Odin's theme tune. Uh-oh! Ultimate Zantetsuken! Spam him. Yeah, screw you, Odin. I've soloed you enough times. Yeah, I wonder if that will give us any kind of indication as to what Astrologian will be like. Probably not. Woof. Meanwhile, Grahatir and Alizé prepare to lock swords with Luna Ravana. And now we're going to play as Graha. Defend the ethereal confluence. Okay. So we've got Foul combo, Allegan Blizzard 4, Thunder 4, Cure 2, Medica 2, and Break. Interesting. So we get an instant cast stun. Okay. Well, Graha's MP seems to work differently to a Black Mage. Oh, I should probably cast Thunder 4, shouldn't I? Do I have any AoE?
I have you now.
Ah, that keeps them, stops them from moving. Do 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 do. Let's heal that up. Uh-oh! Wasn't expecting that. Ow. Ali's getting her ass kicked. Right, let's just get cured. I'd actually prefer... Oh, nails? Whoa. I am struggling to follow along with this fight. There's a lot of things to keep track of. Tell you what, though. I'll do this. Do 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 do. A wave of malevolence. It's not a word. Malevolent either. Nope. Do 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 do. The rose of immortality. Do 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 do. Ooh, this is kind of close. Oh, shoot. Well done, Ali. Yeah. That wasn't quite as interesting as the one, simply because I'm actually... I've leveled Black Mage to 80, so I kind of know the pattern of it. So having this weird, slightly watered-down version isn't as useful. At the self-same moment, you stand shoulder to shoulder with Alphinaud and Estinian, resolves to lay Luna Ifrit low. Are we playing as ourselves? I assume we're playing as ourselves here. It would be quite interesting to see us doing something. Defeat Luna Ifrit and defend the ethereal confluence. In the coming battle, you'll fight as Demajen Blackthorn. What an extremely interesting circumstance. Oh yeah, I don't need to wait. I know what I'm doing with this one. I've fought as this character before. Do. Radiant Plume? That's not how Radiant Plume works. I suppose this is the lunar version of it, isn't it? Oh, damn it. Just as I'd... Infernal Nails? Oh, no! Who'd have thought we'd fight them?
You're finished.
You're finished. Chunk. That's all of them. Hellfire. Ow.
We must fight on.
We must improve our DPS. I always feel like the worst pieces of my content are the pieces where I'm actually doing fights, because I have to concentrate. I'm not good enough to Estinian, are you walking? No, you're not. I thought we was walking into it like a plum. Yeah, I have to concentrate too much to be able to do this fighting art. You guys stacking in the center again? Guess so. A wave of malevolent ether forms. Oh, different. More deep, Sistinian. You are supposed to be big bads. Ow. Supposed to be big bad dragoon. Well, at least you're not dead on the floor, I suppose. Wonder if we can work that so we can get Estinian killed. Just a thought. Oh look. Estinian? Whoa. Oh no. Whoa. Ah, Alphinaud survived. I mean, oh, that's wonderful. We lived. Agony of the Damned. Lunar Ifrit lashes out in desperation. I was seeing it actually is down for the count. So I'm being left to finish him. Oh no, there he goes. It is time we ended this. I'm not taking any damage. Alphinaud is doing sterling work. Oh god, I've complimented Alphinaud again. Ugh, I feel dirty. Yeah, die, sucker. Well, that was interesting. Almost 30 minutes worth of that, actually. Well done, us. Well done. Spin. Hi, Fandaniel. What you doing?
And thus another plan went up in smoke. I am beginning to see why Lord Xenos thinks so highly of you.
Yeah, you suck, Fandaniel. Get a better plan. Or don't.
Not that this changes anything, you understand. You have merely earned yourself a stay of execution.
There was more to it than that. We won, though. Can't save him.
Glory be to Garlemald.
That ground texture, though. Why are we trying to save the Imperial soldiers? Oh, they were tempered, weren't they?
How fare the tempered?
We've treated as many as we can, but some were beyond help.
Well, we expected that to happen. To be the case. Calisanus in the midst. Huxies at work. Untempering the Garleans. There's a lot going on, actually.
Do not hang your head so, brave scions. Though not all of our captured brethren could be saved, we are grateful for those whose minds have been restored. You could do no more, and that is enough. So please hold your heads high.
Should have been quicker, but I'll do better next time.
Ali.
Thank you for your kind words. They mean a lot.
That look that Alphinaud's given her is the look of a man that
Victory at great cost.
thinks he could do
But a
more.
victory nonetheless.
if he was stronger, more heroic. Quite a well-composed shot, actually,
We
that.
must stay strong and press on. Isn't that right?
Europe. Nod. Well, you've come this far.
It really must count for something.
Uh-oh. The moon! Ooh. Screenshots. Bum, 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 bum. There's something wrong with the moon. More screenshots, Picker. Fade to black. Meanwhile, in Golemald. More credits. That was an interesting way of ending that. But again, I seem to recall, wasn't Stormblood's ending a little bit anticlimactic? That's cool artwork. Yeah, an interesting way of ending it. I'm sure there is going to be a series of cutscenes after the credits. Tancred, not dead, probably should be. Lena. Heck, look. Yeah, so I assume they're just going to do the full credits here. And show us some really cool artwork along the way. This is all from the first art book, which I think I have somewhere. Have I received that yet, or is it on order? No, I think I've got it somewhere. I have got it. It's behind the green screen. There's some really cool artwork in there. Didn't realise Urianger's, let's call it a robe, was quite so chiselled on. Ludicrous. Mommy Stola? I really like the look of Stola in the Endwalker trailer. I still think that a lot of the lip syncing is a little bit off. The animations of it seem off. It could be that they didn't have time. It could be something due to COVID. I don't know. It could be that it's to do with the fact that it's being localized into other languages and therefore they can't do an amazing job on every single bit. I don't know, but it just looks a little bit stiff. Art, but Fortuno, Xenos. Okay, so is it doing the voice cast and everything else mid-credits scene? Meanwhile in Golemald? No? So that is essentially the end of Shadowbringers as the expansion. Except it's not really, because the Shadowbringers story technically ended in 5.3. you know, it started in 4.4 and ends in 5.3. The really interesting thing about Endwalker is that the story is going to end in 6.0. And I read somewhere today that there are 30% more cutscenes in Endwalker. To the, did it say the entirety of Shadowbringers? Or was it just the base 5.0 experience? I don't know. I didn't actually read the whole thing. I just caught sight of it on social media whilst I was trying to avoid spoilers. So it'll be really interesting to see what gets done with that. But of course, it is the culmination of almost 10 years worth of story. So yes, of course, they are going to go out with a kind of a massive effort. And then, of course, they're going to set up a new story in 6.1 because the game's not ending. You know, the story arc is ending for sure. And I still hope that we get to see some interesting stuff with the two different versions of the final days. On the subject thereof, that whole scenario was kind of interesting because it didn't really look like Fandaniel was in any particular rush to do whatever it was that he was doing. And I wonder whether he has machinations within machinations here. Maybe even machinations that Xenos doesn't know about. I'm assuming we're going to get a Xenos scene at some point after these credits are done. I don't know what... Can I skip these? I can... Why would I want to hide the scrolling text? That's a bit of a weird choice. Bit of a weird choice. That one. Not going to skip just yet because I like this piece of music. It's just that little bit there, that slight key novelty. Okay. Skip. Oh. Okay, that skips to this then, I guess. Oh, the whole gang's here. Throughout the battle, I could not shake the feeling that all present were performing for the amusement of Fandaniel. Nor did his blithe reaction to this latest defeat give me cause to think otherwise. I can only conclude that such failures were of little consequence to his broader scheme, whatever it may be. Weird, I was just saying the same thing. The Cartner Flats seem fated to play a prominent role in the history of the realm, do they not? I wonder, might the abundance of ether that floweth through the region have led the Allegans to entomb Omega there? Interesting reference. Many though the enemy were, their numbers consisted largely of tempered beastmen with few lunar primals to keep things interesting. The Garleans themselves ventured little and lost less. It has ever been the Empire's way to have others fight their battles, but even they would blush at the Telophori's use of tempered slaves. The tempered that we were able to treat will be taken to the city-states for observation. As soon as the Alliance is satisfied that they're fully recovered, they will be free to return home. It was decent of Lord Emmerich to bear us home aboard his airship. The gods only know how we would have squeezed this many people onto the Bonanza. I will recommend that the Alliance keep a closer watch over Cartner. The Telophora may have failed in their attempt to destroy the confluence this time. There is naught to stop them trying again. You should have seen my face when Lord Emmerich turned up on our doorstep. Did none of you think to send word who was bringing you home? Apparently not. Alfie? At the close of battle, when the clouds parted and the moon shone down on us all, I cannot well express how I felt. Somehow it seemed more a beginning than an ending. Very specific word choices there, Mr. Koji Fox. I'm assuming it was you that translated this particular bit of the story. I trust you all enjoyed a comfortable flight aboard the pride of the Ishgardian fleet. Lest you worry, the Bonanza has been towed to a nearby location to be retrieved at your convenience. Tattoo's convenience. You thought of everything, Lord Emmerich, and may I say how much I appreciated the hospitality you afforded us on the way home. Think nothing of it. Our destination lay in the same direction, and it afforded me this perfect opportunity to learn how my errant friend has been since last he took his leave. Oh yes. It would seem we have finally found a place to settle down. I merely grew weary of wandering the Far East. Returning to more serious matters, while the Telophoroi have been driven from Cartno, it is likely that the bulk of their forces yet remain. The evidence of the Grand Company of Eorzea's first joint military operation, however, I am confident that we have the potential to meet such threats head-on, even without the aid of you and yours. Nod. As such, while our forces keep the Telophoroi at bay, I would ask that you apply your talents to the task of neutralizing the towers. A sensible division of labour. While the towers remain, so too will the threat of the lunar primals. And given our expertise in the field of etherology, we are better qualified to find the solution. That we are, especially should it happen to lie beyond the Alliance's dominion. There is a time and a place for formal investigations, of course, but certain secrets are wanted to hide where only enterprising individuals may venture. I could not agree more. There are none better suited to this task, nor any upon whom I would rather rely. Nod, 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 fist punching, chest tapping. On behalf of the Alliance, I thank you. We look forward to receiving any information you are able to uncover. And with that, I must take my leave. Should you have need of assistance, pray do not hesitate to ask. Fare you well, my friends. Ah, Tatu. Curtsies. Here. Tataru, rather. At some point I'll pronounce her name right. But not today, apparently. I confess, I had hoped to be able to study the towers more closely, vital as they plainly are to the Telophoroi's plans. If we can discern their ultimate function... No, hold on. I put the wrong emphasis there. I confess I had hoped to be able to study the towers more closely, vital as they plainly are to the Telophoroi's plans. If we can discern their ultimate function, we will be one step closer to understanding our enemy's grand scheme. Should we succeed in neutralizing them, of course, it's all but certain that Telophoroi will mount an all-out invasion. And then it will begin. The one who awaits at the heart of the chaos will come for us. For you. Yet in the end, our true nemesis may be the calamity to end all calamities, the final days themselves. Just stand there looking... Yes, all right, Alphinaud, we need a plan, not portents. As Thancred so eloquently pointed out, we are in a position to seek information for all manner of places, not least... Sharlayan. According to Cryle, the Forum have been more secretive than ever of late. While this may be related to the appearance of the Telophoroi, that remains a matter of speculation. But one thing is clear. The Forum is determined to keep us from discovering the truth. Master Fortunaut's performance at the Lotus Stand was enough to convince me of that. The matter beareth further investigation, I do heartily concur. Nor can I think of a more promising place to look for the answers we seek on the matter of the towers. Sharlayan hath ever been the wellspring of etherological knowledge. I care not where we go. Here or there, my lance will be ready. And what of you, Demajen? Might you be persuaded to join us? Nah, I'm just going to sit here for a few months. An island of bookworms and bureaucrats, have we no other choice? If it means I can have words with Fortunaut. Plot a course for Sharlayan. Only after I do. If he and his friends in the Forum think we'll leave them alone if they ignore us, they're in for a shock. It appears we are in agreement. We have but to wait for Krile to secure the necessary permissions, which is going to take until about November the 19th, I would suspect. In the meantime, there is a matter I would investigate. Does it involve tall structures? By a strange coincidence, it does. At present, I have only a creeping suspicion, but with your help, I will soon find out whether my fears are warranted. Set up, set up, set up, set up! Reward? The shush emote. Why? You have earned the emote. Shush. Meanwhile, in Garlemald. Yeah, meanwhile, in the Gallian capital, that'll do. I was close enough. He's gone all reapy. Nice armor, Xenos. Can we wear it?
Those Eorzeans certainly are a stubborn bunch. Though I suppose you knew that already.
Yep.
My plan to redirect the ether from Cartano came to a rather less than satisfactory conclusion. It was, in many respects, an abject failure.
And yet he doesn't sound particularly glum.
Which does, of course, raise the question of where we are going to procure the requisite amount. The obvious solution would be to draw on resources a little closer to home, though that would require our dreamer to dream a trifle more deeply.
Our dreamer? Is he talking about Xenos as the guy that's doing the dreaming, or is there more to it than that?
So be it. The dreamer will not complain.
Who've they got?
Then let us begin the preparations at once. With the gateway of the gods complete, all that remains is to gather the necessary ether, and our prize shall be within reach.
I'm intrigued. Spiky!
The time has come to fulfill your heart's desire, my desire! To relieve those wretched creatures of their meaningless existence!
Is this why he's a Reaper? Womma. See, that's just like posing, doesn't he?
While I await you, I shall drink a sea of souls and gorge myself upon the darkened moon.
Is the coloration around his eyes because he's not been sleeping properly?
Then you shall come to me, all roiling rage and rancor.
Nice.
And the stars shall bear witness to our final contest.
Yeah. Okay. So this is Silvertear, isn't it? Oh, the thing about the lake. In fact, if somebody mentioned something about that. Can't remember who it was.
As I thought, the ethereal currents have been disturbed here too.
Yeah, something in the live stream's gone awry. Or the seals around the lake.
It was the same in Thanalan. Make that every location we surveyed.
And the strength of each current has diminished dramatically, far more than could be attributed to a natural occurrence.
The land is being drained dry, I guess.
What tidings bringest thou from Dravania?
We took a number of readings, and noticed that the closer we were to the tower, the lower the etheric density became.
Draining.
In short,
the towers are drawing upon the land's ether, which would explain how they were able to carry out the summoning.
I think I said that. Last episode, was it? Maybe this episode? This ain't good.
Our allies must be informed of this. We should return to the Rising Stones and have Tataru relay our findings to them.
Nod! I am intrigued. Uh-oh.
Hear me.
Oh!
Hear me.
Hi?
Darkness comes. And with it, the end. The fate of the star is
Idling?
in your hands.
Slash Vanar. Vanar, obviously.
Everything all right back there?
That's the first time Heidel's spoken to us in a long time. And the fact that they've taken the form of Vanar. And you can tell that's who it's supposed to be because they've got an Asian mask. You know, the symbolism isn't incidental, I assume. At solemn dawn, grim purpose shines in gazes cast toward moonlit sky. Thus does our final curtain rise, your steps to guide what end betides. I think that's said. That was over really quickly. A new chapter of New Game Plus has been added. Under the darkened moon. More and much have we discovered of the Telophroy's machinations since Thancred and I did return from Garlemald. Verily their troops doth appear to have been tempered in much the same way as those engaged in the construction of the towering edifice in the capital. When Arvold tried to flee the Amalja held in the tower, it triggered some sort of alarm and the captives were killed instantly. As such, we have no choice but to leave them in the clutches of the Telophroy until a means of rescuing them has been found. Oops, there was more to it than that. In the meantime, the summonings of lunar primals will continue. Just as we must rely on the Grand Company of Eorzea to put down such entities and prevent any further abductions, so too do they rely on us to come through with our investigation. I have a feeling the journey to Charlian is going to be quite the test of your nerves in more ways than one. You'll miss this place while you're away, I just know it. But for now, the best thing you can do is get plenty of rest, while we wait to hear from Kryl. I've received word that Alvold is back at the Frontistery. As much as I would like to visit him, I shall wait until there is good news to share. The last time we met, it was strange that he should be the one trying to cheer me up, in spite of everything that has befallen him. Still, I was glad for the chance to meet with him, and his words continue to be a source of encouragement. At the end of the Dragonsong War, I spent many a moon roaming. Kagane, Vazatan, even Garlemald. Never Charlian. In all honesty, a nation populated entirely by bookish types like Alphinaud is not a place that appeals to me. Not only do the members of the Forum intend to adhere to their long-standing policy of non-intervention, they made a point of sending Master Fortunato here to explicitly state that fact. Rather than simply refusing to involve themselves in our affairs, it would appear they're actively trying to prevent us from meddling in theirs. That does, of course, make Krell's mission of securing our entry into Charlian nigh impossible. I'm confident that she will find a way regardless. Because she's Krell. Yada yada yada. Those who are brought within close proximity to the towers are tempered into serving Garlemald, then forced to summon lunar primals with ether drawn from the land. But even having understood this, we are yet to uncover what the Telophroy wish to achieve by all of this. Are the towers purely for strategic advantage, or do they serve some other purpose? Whatever it is my father and the Form are hiding, I'm determined to get to the bottom of it. I think that be it. Everyone else seemeth gone. Well, nobody randomly hiding in the solo, is there? Anukulai's not here. Though he has left a book about the Warring Triad. Which is nice of him. I guess that's it then. I guess that is the setup for Endwalker. A lot of questions there. What are the towers for starters? I assume they're doing something, calling to the moon or developing some kind of ethereal bridge to get to the moon or something along those lines. But yeah, they're bringing about the world of ruin. That much I'm reasonably certain of. Yeah. Yes. I seem to recall at the end of Stormblood saying that the end of 3.55? 4.55. Yeah, 4.55. Was a little bit kind of, a little bit abrupt. It didn't have the kind of setup for the next bits that previously things had. But the story has become so deep and involved that it's going to be difficult to find a safe point in the plot to stop without it being too difficult to pick up and put down, if that makes sense. So I guess this is the only real natural breakpoint. We've just got to wait for Kryl, and then as soon as that happens, Zelda, it is. As soon as that happens, everything can move on. But that was fun. I liked the solo duty. There was some good stuff there. I'm intrigued as to what the screams were when Xenos did his twirly thing. I assume it might be the void creatures that he summoned as a Reaper, maybe. Which, if you haven't seen the Reaper trailer, probably was a very interesting thing indeed. The Grand Company of Eorzea is an interesting idea. I like the fact that the solution or the issue of tempering is being fixed to an extent. It'll be really interesting, personally, to see. Obviously, I'm really, really interested in how they wrap up the story. But I'm also really interested in what they are going to do afterwards. Because who do you replace the Ascians with as a main villain? And I think the problem that they're going to have is that a lot of people will say, whoever the Ascians get replaced with, they're just not going to be as interesting. Because at this point, we've had almost a decade of Ascians, whereas this new threat will be new. And it therefore won't seem as fleshed out and menacing or deep and interesting as the Ascians and kind of Xenos have been. But equally, I really like the fact that they are closing out the arc. They're wrapping up the story. They're saying, yeah, this is the final chapter of this particular story. Whereas, if you look at something like World of Warcraft, it's just constant bigging up and bigging up and bigging up and escalation, and it has to, because that's how the game's been designed. It's just constant snowball of things. Whereas by finishing this story, FF14 has an opportunity for a kind of reset moment. I really do suspect that they will kill some of the Scions in Endwalker. I really suspect that there will be some form of resets. I've heard there's been speculation for a long time that Y'shtola will die. At some point. Maybe not. Now, I mean, I think people were expecting her to die in Shadowbringers. I obviously was expecting Thancred to die. I think Estinian and Graha will stay around. I think Endwalker would be an interesting time for Alphinaud to be a hero and make a heroic sacrifice. There's been a lot made of that in the story, especially in this patch. You know, the role of a hero and Alphinaud as a hero. So I suspect he will go into the end times, the end of days, with that potential there. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I am very intrigued into how they're going to tie up the story, what Venar/Hydaelyn is going to do. I am, of course, saying Venar/Hydaelyn with some confidence, because the symbolism is there. Am I 100% certain? 99.9%, to be honest. I will stand happily corrected if I'm wrong, but I think it's pretty obvious. Just like it was pretty obvious that Hydaelyn and Zodiark were primals. I got a lot of flack for that, saying that we were pretty certain that we knew that Hydaelyn and Zodiark primals. There've been massive numbers of hints at it before we got that trailer with the reveal. But people didn't like that foreshadowing is a thing, I guess. Plenty of it in this trailer as well. Really interesting, though, that Hydaelyn/Venar appeared in that form. Maybe they only appeared in that form because we now know who we are. A fractured part of Azem. We've had that experience, and maybe Venar has decided that now is the time to step up. Now that Elidibus, Venar's counterpart, essentially, is gone. I'm going to go back and watch the kind of Venar reveal and just take another look at it as I'm editing the video together. But I think that's my thoughts. Thanks if you've stuck around for this. Obviously, those of you who've watched my videos for a long time will know that I do tend to do thoughts wrap-ups at the end. So those of you who only watch the first 5 minutes and then turn it off, it's like, oh, you've missed it. Are you hyped for Endwalker? Let me know in the comments down below what you are most looking forward to. Let me know your theories on things that I have discussed and maybe not got fully fleshed out ideas. As I said, I do already have a list of theories, which I'm not going to show you just in case I'm wrong and embarrass myself. But I've got a fair few that I'm reasonably certain of. We'll see where we go. Until next time, thank you very much for watching and for your continued support with the Shadowbringers content. Look out for my Final Fantasy IV playthrough, so that I'll be getting a load of the references in Endwalker this time, because I missed a load of the FF3 ones in Shadowbringers, and there are loads of them, apparently. I'm looking forward to the FF4 playthrough. It's been a while since I last played it, and it is one of my favourites. It's in my top 10. I don't know whether it's in my top 5 anymore. I think it might have just got pushed out. Yeah, I think it has. Until next time, stay safe. Cheerio. That cuts my hand off when I wave. Need to fix that. Need to get a better green screen. Or move the camera. Bye!
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.